Well, let me start. I just want to say, first of all, thank you all very much for coming today. As you know, my resignation was officially accepted by the mayor today as Chief of Communications and External Affairs for the City of Detroit. I want to thank the mayor again for the opportunity to serve the City of Detroit. This was a mutual decision that we thought was in the best interest both of me personally and professionally, as well and more importantly, for the mayor of the City of Detroit and the citizens of the City of Detroit. As I've indicated, this is not about one person, it's not about one issue, it is about what's good for the city. I think my departure will deter a lot of the unnecessary interest and turmoil and allow the mayor to realize the stability that he needs to move his agenda forward.
When did you make your decision, and what were the discussions that led up to it?
Well, I mean, we've talked about a lot of things, and it's been intertwined. We had a discussion this morning and decided that this was the best thing to do.
We know that over the years, and since you've been there, you've had such a close relationship, and the mayor has come to depend upon you for so well and for so long. What is it like, though, having to... I asked him that, too. He didn't answer us, but we saw on his face. Mm-hmm. It's an end of a close relationship as well as with the city. Well,
it's not the end of a relationship. I mean, I still support the mayor. I still support the city. But I have said, and I said it sincerely, as an appointee, we serve at the pleasure of the mayor. I mean, so it's a temporary assignment. And if something comes up, you have to be able, I mean, if your commitment is sincere, then you're willing to do what's in the best interest of the mayor and the city. And my interests and commitment are sincere. I think I said that over the past couple of days, and I think my actions validate that today.
Well, there are those who might say that, you know, the lawsuit was what blew up the office. Is that, in fact, the case?
Well, I wouldn't say blew up the office, but, you know, I mean, it's an unprecedented amount of attention right now to this, and it's constant. I mean, it's distraction from work. It's a distraction from the mayor's agenda. It's a distraction from city business, and that's not what we need right now. I mean, we're in the middle of a budget battle. There are things that need to be done. The mayor's preparing to roll out the Detroit Works project. So there are things that need to be done that are important to the city. I mean, the citizens are at a crossroads in this city. They can't afford any unnecessary distractions or deterrents from the priorities.
How saddened are you that this happened?
Well, I'm disappointed. I mean, I love my job. You know, I was enjoying it. And most importantly, my staff. I mean, young, energetic, educated, enthusiastic. I will certainly miss them in a professional capacity. But, you know, I've been around for a long time. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I'm certain that we'll still have personal and professional interaction. Again, I will support the city and support the mayor in any way possible. So it's not a death sentence. It's just a transition.
Did you get the impression, or did you ever feel from other people within the administration that your footprint was getting larger than perhaps it ought to have been? Did you ever feel that?
No, I did not. I did not. And you know, the mayor he recognizes the value and the importance of team. And so he's always solicited, welcomed, and respected the input of all of the team members. And, you know, so if some of us spoke up more than others, you know, then so be it. But no, I didn't think so. I mean, my responsibilities increased with the departure of Kirk Lewis. You know, those responsibilities were divided up. And so, you know, it grew, it changed, we adapted, and we move on.
Was your personality, though, too much for other people to handle, your personality, your style, and were you the cause of so many people leaving?
No, I was not the cause of so many people leaving. I mean, I can't take the blame or the credit, depending on how you want to look at it. But no, I mean, my personality is what it is, and it is what it has been for years. You know, I hold people accountable, whether it's the staff, you know, my private company or what I'm doing, and I hold myself to a high standard. So if performance is, you know, a detriment, then I apologize.
You said something yesterday to me when you talked about this notion of 9 to 5 city employee looking busy versus getting something accomplished. In your estimation, judging by what you said there, was there a culture clash? Is there the mayor coming in with a group of young people, energetic, wanting to get things done, clashing with a group of people not so interested in making things happen?
Well, change is difficult. You know, I mean, you have an archaic structure within city government, as you do within a lot of corporations and a lot of, long-standing organizations. Change is difficult. I mean, that's why the city's in the position that it's in now. So you do have pushback. People think that change somehow compromises their livelihood, and so they are not necessarily receptive. So in some instances, yes. But, Val asked, about my personality and my approach. Not everybody understands, or respects or appreciates that.
Can you tell us about those last few minutes, though, when you all just came to the point that, yes, this is what has to be done?
Well, I kind of think I was a little stronger, the mayor's like, but that's like, it's okay. I mean, it's okay, and it will be okay. It's going to be okay for me. It's going to be okay for him. Again, I know that office and this administration needs stability, and if my departure will contribute to that stability, then that's what I'm comfortable with doing.
What do you think about Lewis coming back, and do you think Saul Green might come back?
I don't know anything about Saul Green coming back. I know Kirk Lewis has been, a close friend, partner, business associate of the mayor for some time. I think he brings value. He does, confidentiality and support and covering the mayor's back. I think that's a good move.
Two questions. One, what are the odds that the lawsuit gets anywhere in court?
Well, I don't want to get into the legality of it, but again, based on the feedback that I've gotten, there's not a lot of validity to that. A lot of people have insinuated that perhaps they wanted to settle and this threw them off. I don't know, but at this point, I want to make sure that my reputation is restored. For people that don't know me, they are allowing, media reports and the accusations in the lawsuit to perhaps shape or misshape their impression of me. I mean, I've been in this town for a long time professionally, and as I said yesterday, if I were the B word, and you can pick the one, boogeyman, or the other one, it would have come out long before now. That's not who I am, and it's really unfortunate that this person is attempting to make me into something that I'm not.
So who's going to be defending you in that lawsuit? I mean,
Well, we're going to get to the legal component of that next week, so I don't want to.
Tax dollars, some people might.
And that's fine. And as soon as that's confirmed, we'll let you know.
Are you going to have an attorney?
Yes.
And will they be paid by city tax?
Yes, because I was a representative. I was an officer of the city. When the complaint was filed, those terms. So yes, that's that.
Is there no small irony in your departure happening just as the Saul Green going away party was being held inside City Council?
Well, I supported and encouraged the mayor that, something needed to be done today. And it did. I mean, I don't think this needs to go on any longer than necessary. Again, I think stability needs to be restored. So I totally support the decision. Yeah, unfortunately it was today. We can kind of, bittersweet, if you will, but, it's politics. It's business. I mean, everybody, the whole sensitivity thing, this isn't nursery school. This is business, and people have to take, to me, a little more, not necessarily callous, but perhaps a more professional approach to it. A little bit too much emotion in business doesn't necessarily work.
What's next for you?
I think Jamaica first, honestly. I usually travel twice a year, and I've not had the opportunity to do so. So I'm going to travel, and then my focus will be to get rid of this lawsuit. That's going to be the first thing.
Did you have issues working with Shannon Holmes?
No, I did not have issues working with Shannon Holmes at all.
So the lawsuit's claims are specious in that regard?
Well, the lawsuit claims a lot of things that are totally inaccurate and incorrect.
Do
So
you know why she resigned?
no, I did not, and I wasn't even aware that she had submitted her letter of resignation until today.
Do you plan to file a lawsuit against Collins or anybody else or the city?
We will see, won't we, Jorge?
Counters?
I mean, and I'm going to talk to my attorneys about it. I mean, I'm livid. I have worked hard all through school and, all through my professional career. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I've tried to be very cautious because I understand the importance, of a reputation. I mean, this is a small town. So, that has been, to me, quite... That's bad. That's very bad. So that's a possibility.
Are you upset with the mayor?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. I have no reason to be upset with the mayor. I'm glad because I think this was a step that needed to be taken. I mean, he needs stability. He needs to build on a team. He's got 2 years. He's got a lot of stuff, pending, and he needs to get going and move forward. So no, I'm not upset with him at all. I'm glad, and I'm glad it happened today.
You talked about a lottery-style payout that was sought by the woman who filed the lawsuit. It now appears that she's had bankruptcy issues in the past. Do you think that validates what you were saying before, or would you like to embellish that?
No, I would like to. I'll let you all come to your own conclusions.
What about your team that's in there now? Is there any concern that some of them...
No. As you all know, Dan is most capable. I have recommended that Dan be considered as the person, but the mayor will make that decision. But in the meantime, I have a great team. I think I said that yesterday several times. I mean, I love them. I have a lot of respect for them, and they bring a lot to the table, and they perform. I mean, I will put my team up against, if we could have any internal, competition, against any of the other teams within the city. So I think they'll be fine because, again, it's going to be based on performance. The playbook shouldn't be contingent upon one person. If one person is in or out, you turn the page and you keep going.
What
That's
about
the mayor.
Emery King?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the role is. I know the mayor at Mackinac has, extended the ask for business support. Mike Duggan is a supporter of the mayor, so if he wants to, extend that courtesy on putting Emery on loan or whomever else, if that helps the mayor, then that's a good move. Emery's a great guy. I have a lot of respect for him. It couldn't be anything but a positive.
Does the mayor need Emery King at this juncture?
That's not my decision to make.
What about after, I can't imagine you outside of the city, as you just said, it's difficult for you to imagine that. Do you have any thoughts
No, it's
on what
not.
you might do next?
No, it's not. I mean, I'm fine. I mean, I've always been fine. I suspended my PR firm, which was doing quite well. It's gotten me through all these years. So I've already talked to 2 former clients. I said, give me a minute, let me think. That's never been an issue for me. I mean, that has never been an issue for me. So you now all know where to find me. So I'm not hiding. It's okay. It's really okay. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Are you good?